We could build a social media app that redistributes wealth in America because TikTok has literally showed us how. Listen to me, part of the reason they want this app gone is because it has been hugely detrimental to the wallets of Amazon, Meta, X, even some unexpected things like Netflix and eBay. And now they want this app gone, and on the 19th it looks like they're going to succeed. But TikTok has left us with something invaluable, which is a business model. This app siphoned tons of money from American megacorporations, and it passed through the hands of the American people, which is why we made like 16 billion off this in 2023 alone. That just the American people did, and then the rest of that money, of course, goes to the Chinese billionaires and the American shareholders. So it's a variation on a theme, but it gave us a model. And what if it was American people who owned the application? Not only that, but what if we introduced trade and microeconomies that gave the finger to big e-commerce? What if we championed small and local business, and not in like a salesy way, but the same way that it is on TikTok, where you scroll and it's mostly entertainment and interest and connection, and then you've got some people who have their small businesses and their products on here as well? What if we did away with the censorship and got people out of their echo chambers and on to the bridges, so that people will finally wake up to the fact that it has never been red versus blue or left versus right. It has always been the people versus a system that wants us to stay divided. What if it had inbuilt functionality for mobilization, so that it's not haphazard the way that we've done it on TikTok, where it's like, you hashtag something and you hope people catch on to it and maybe we can make a difference in the world, but it has very intentional functionality that allows people to organize for the causes and movements that are important to them. Like, I don't know, overthrow the insurance industry because you could introduce co-op not-for-profit insurance to everyone on the platform. And what if we built it with Web3 in mind, so that when that transition comes, we can literally make it a decentralized autonomous organization, making the CEO obsolete, and it becomes self-governing. And I know there's already a half a dozen apps gunning to be the next TikTok, and some of them look promising, but at the same time, my background is in venture, tech, and startup, and what I'm seeing is that they are all falling into the same traps and pitfalls as their predecessors in big tech, because we are thinking along the lines of what has always been done. We need something radically different, something built by the people, for the people, with the people, something that is completely next gen. So if that's of interest to you, go to clearlight.llc/people talk and just plug in your email address. I will not send you my agency newsletter. I'm not going to market to you. I'm literally just seeing if I can collect enough signatures to see if enough people are interested to launch an equity crowdfunding campaign. So if you hear from me at all, it will only be about people talk.